Here we go. I'm out here doing a little crypto vlog, as we like to call them. So here we go, crypto vlog for June 20th, 2023. We had it's June 19th. Wait, is it the 19th or the 20th? Guys. Come on, guys. Come on. Maya, come on. Maya, come here. That was a wild dog, but it was not. So, Tuesday, I lost track of the dates for a second. Was June 19th Monday? Let me think. I feel like it was. Wait, trying to think. I don't think I reconciled the date today. June 18th. I used to keep track because I was on Deck Screener and it showed me the dates. You know what? I do think it's June 20th, Tuesday, June 19th. But I feel like the 19th, I can do this. Okay. Yeah, the 12th was last Monday, so the 19th would be this Monday. Okay, I think I reconciled the date. So the 18th was Sunday. Okay. So it was June 20th. It's actually the 21st, but since we're over midnight, I'll say June the 20th, 2023, the year of our crypto lords. There we go. So, is there a lot of stuff to talk about? Maybe. In terms of news, there were a few news plays today. I actually forgot a news play in yesterday's afternoon vlog, the June 19th. It's actually called Juneteenth. I discussed that yesterday, so I won't say it again. I think it was June 19th, 1863, when President of the United States, Abraham Lincoln, declared all slaves free men and free women in the United States. Anyway, so yeah, yesterday there was a news play. We had Optimism, Layer 2, Binance. The news headline came early, like 5 a.m. Pacific, thereabouts, 8 a.m. Eastern, maybe an hour earlier, I don't know. But Binance pegged Optimism for their Layer 2 network. So, I don't know, BNB network? What type of network it was, who knows? Speaking of Layer 2s, Polygon or Matic, ZK EVM, they should be doing an airdrop, kind of like the Arbitrum one, right? Or Optimism if you're old school, 2022. So if you farm on ZK EVM, gas should be super cheap, because Matic gas is pretty cheap, usually less than one Matic, less than $1 per transaction. And then you have Layer 2 cheapies. So, no, but it's ZK. If it's privacy, is it more money? I don't know. So it could be like 10 cents a transaction. Pretty cheap if you get on that Layer 2. So that's something that could be farmed. So they look at volume, how much money you're pushing, the amount of transactions, which is also volume, and if you're linked to other wallets farming. But if you're just doing a few, they usually give credit to all the wallets. But if you're doing like mass, like tens or hundreds of wallets, then they can ban you for sibling or sibling, however you want to call it. Is everyone here? Who's that little fox? Is that a little fox? Oh no, it's a Maya's collar. Okay. So that was the news from yesterday to catch up on. Any news today? Of course, a little bit of news. ETF, Fidelity ETF actually came early in the morning again. Was that 4 a.m.? I don't know, 4 a.m. or 5 a.m. Pacific, 7 a.m. or 8 a.m. Eastern time. But Fidelity's thinking about filing. Oh no, Fidelity's launching their own crypto exchange. We've seen major funds, stock funds. What do you call them? Hedge funds, normal, traditional. There you go, TradFi, traditional finance funds and brokerage firms launched their own crypto platforms. We had Bullish.com, which was an EOS-based exchange headed by Peter Thiel in when was that? 2021, I think. Maybe 2022. I'm not sure. No, 2021. Sent EOS from like $9 to $13. But $9 billion, it didn't make sense. Why did they need $9 billion to launch it? I don't know. Maybe for advertising to hit every corner of the market. Who knows? So anyway, Fidelity's coming on board. Oh, I was thinking of other traditional finance. I said TD Ameritrade, and then there's another one, Fidelity. So Fidelity, and is it the Fidelity pump? But anyway, when we get a lot of bullish news, just the market tends to be bullish, and we have continuation. So we saw the bounce from 24.8K on Bitcoin to about 27, hit like 27.1K, and then it dipped to 26.66. And then we had all this bullish news. So we had the bullish news, then we had the dip right before markets opened, or right after, I'm not sure. And then we just started getting sent like $100 at a time, like the stairway to heaven pattern, 27.4K or 27.2, 27.3, 27.4K BTC. And then we had just an explosion. Like you look and it's 27.8K. Okay, we just had a $400 green dildo. And then like Crypto Sid prayed for in dumpster diving. And then we had we were like 28, so now we're 28K. And then we're like 28.2K, 28.4. What the hell is going on? Then we're like 29, almost 29.1K. Are you kidding me? Blowing all those stops, right? People that are scalping, trading the range. That's what I talked about in Monday's vlog. I said scalpers do really well when we're in a tight range, like 25 to 26K or over 26 to 27K if you're just trading that range. But then if we just have a breakout where we pump like crazy, then usually these range traders, these tight range traders just get left behind versus the swing traders. But you have to have conviction. You have to have a reason we're pumping. Like Tree of Alpha opened his trade. And the reason we were pumping was we had supposedly the narrative of the BlackRock ETF. I looked at the number again. I read the article. There's 575 wins to 1 loss. So about 99.88 something, 0.8, can't do the math, 0.816% win rate. So they don't lose basically. But the problem is the Bitcoin spot ETF has never been approved. We had the futures ETF. I think it was approved in September or October of 2021. Rebirth DAO, special shout out to members of Rebirth DAO, like Zoomer, GCR. The Vulture, they were the first to break the news with their scrapers on the official approval of the Bitcoin futures ETF by ProShares. So it's pretty interesting. Police, but they usually don't bother me. Maybe 99 out of 100 times they don't bother me. That 1% though. that's some ETF, the ETF narrative that's sending us. So yeah, pretty crazy pump. Remember when the news first broke at like 25.3K? We went to 25.8K, then back down. It's like the market didn't care, but then we bounced hard at 25.2K, and we just kept bouncing and bouncing. So we've seen the bearish pattern of Bitcoin where it just winds down. Yeah, no one's buying Bitcoin anymore. We saw the ETH 2.0 or the ETH Shanghai unlock, where you could unlock all the like cockroaches. We're all cockroaches. We just scatter when the SEC comes, right? CZ is the biggest cockroach in crypto. He scattered when the SEC came for. He banned Palau ID. So apparently on Bybit, OKX, and Binance, you can no longer use the Palau ID as of Friday. All three exchanges have officially banned. Bybit banned on May 26th, OKX early May, and then Binance on Friday. What was that, the 16th? So yeah, congrats to Chingon, who just got in early Friday. I was putting it off, so I missed the boat, but I'll figure something out. I'll use one of my Mexican compadres. So yeah, so the dip just kept getting eaten and eaten. So we've seen the bearish pattern. The ETH 2.0 Shanghai unlock, where we just got sent down from 31K, 2145 ETH, 2147, or did we hit 2180? Maybe we hit like 2180. I'm not sure. And this is the sell the news pattern. So people are tired. There's no new narrative to keep ETH pumping the stocks. But stocks kept going. Stocks topped, and then they dipped, and then they kept going up to 4440 or something like that. The SPX 500, which is the main stocking index. A lot of people like NASDAQ or the Dow Jones. Of course, the king, the Dow Jones, right? But it's much easier to track the SPX, I think. It's a nice rounded number. Where's she going? Okay. Yeah, so that was the down narrative where everything Bitcoin was just dumping, and then the final SEC nail in the coffin for CZ and Gensler versus CZ of Binance. Gensler, SEC's Gensler versus Binance's Changpeng Zhao. So we all know who won that. We don't know, actually. The settlement on Friday, which I talked about, also sent Bitcoin from like 26.3K to 26.8, but then back down because people didn't really care. Just a reason for news traders to pump Bitcoin to trade millions of dollars in futures and pump the price. We got pups here. Should I do another lap? Another half lap? That guy's over there, so I might do like a half lap where I just cut through the middle of the park here, especially the dogs all over the place here. So when Bitcoin makes this huge move, so yeah, I talked about the down move where it's just constant selling to 24.8K with the final nail in the coffin, Gensler forcing Binance.us to basically close operation. I think they're allowed to stay open now. I don't know how that was resolved. The TRO, the temporary restraining order, was not granted against Binance. The judge didn't grant it. They agreed to the settlement. But Binance could remain open. So, hey, Maya, come on. Come on. The car's reversing. You see the headlights? It's going backwards. Can't really see. Maya, come on, girl. I'll make sure these turkeys follow me. Hey, Barack. Oh, you found a pizza, didn't you? Or is it more than a pizza? Is it a chicken sandwich? Wow, that's a lot of crust. Don't get diarrhea or diabetes. I'm giving you all the freaking crust, guys. Come on. These pizzas are like $6. They used to be $5 when it was so pretty cheap. Oh, Panda Express. Express. Ooh. Rice and diarrhea. Here you go. She has a good stomach. Any chicken in here for you guys? No, just veggies. Nothing much. Oh, you like what I got you? Okay, so yeah, however, Binance US, if they're still operational, maybe they are. I think there's a slight premium, but Binance did say they would disable USD deposits and withdrawals, so you can still trade crypto, but what's the point? Anyway. So with Bitcoin, when it has this huge move in a day from what, 26.66 to the low to 29.1, is that officially it's not officially a 10% move, but it's pretty darn close. It's I'd say like 9.5-ish. So whenever Bitcoin has this huge move, we get alts that fall. You could either long alts at the start of the move. Some people like to wait for the move to be over before longing alts, whatever. The middle of the Bitcoin move, wherever that is, or you just have to conjecture that the move is over, the Bitcoin move isn't over, and then alts get carried. So you can basically long at anything. The low mid caps tend to push the hardest. ARPA, FLM, which is being shielded, I think, by Crypto Troya, TROIA again, which is on the Tree News. News.tree news. Is it news.treeofalpha.com? Something like that. So you can follow it there. And remember, if you're a sub or you have the Tree NFT, most of you, Tree NFT is out of reach at 50K, but 50 or 60K, whatever it is now. The highest sale is 50K, or 52K, but the floor right now is like 45 ETH, which is already up there to 70K or so. No, that's like, right now, that's almost 85K. But I digress, because you're not going to buy the Tree NFT. So you can get the sub for $500, or if you register a new account, close your old Binance account if you're willing to risk it, and register a new one using the Tree NFT or the Tree of Alpha referral link, either Bybit or Binance, and you'll get the sub credits, fee credits. If you get $500 in fees or so, or referral credits, what is that? You split it 20% each. So you'd have to do $2,500. There we go. $25 in monthly fees to get that $500 fees for Tree of Alpha and get the sub. Or you can make a donation anyway. So that gets you custom Twitter accounts to follow all these influencers and see what's up, because a lot of times you're late or you'll miss them. Or you can just have your own feed if you don't have to ape within seconds. The regular Twitter notifications come in within like 30 seconds once to your phone, but they miss a lot too, which is annoying. I only get like 70 to 80% of Discord and Twitter notifications to my phone, especially if they come really fast in succession. Yeah, so a lot of pumps today. Ordi had a nice pump. Optimism, which I just talked about, continuation, 15% pump today. Maybe more at peak. Of course, Stacks, Blockstacks, STX, which is the leader in Bitcoin beta coins. And then we have the little mini leader of RIF, RIF, or Ordi, which isn't on Binance. It's only on OKX and Gate, maybe MEXC too. So all those coins that are Bitcoin beta plays So that's it. NFTs really haven't been following the. Talked about the Ether scripts, the punks that are like 0.06 ETH floor now, which were $2 to mint in gas. And I guess that's it regarding the discussion of the crypto news. And what's next? A lot of people are calling for the correction. Okay, 29K, now we correct down to 27, low 27 or 27.5. And that's going to make alt correct too, right? And then we should bounce and alt should bounce. But dominance, almost 51%. I can't believe it. I remember when it was freaking like 30, what was the low? 38%, 37%, 36%, something like that. But now the Bitcoin king's back to get rid of all these alts. So dominance is when Bitcoin leads the way, like Bitcoin goes up 10%, but alts only go up 9%. Bitcoin would gain, I think, a percent in dominance or so. But that's like the entire alt index, which is hard to move. Basically, it tracks the majors like ETH BTC, which was 0.07 at one point, but then went down to point, I think 0.628 or something today. A lot of people are calling for like 0.055, 0.05, maybe a little later, but we should bounce around 0.06, maybe right above 0.061-ish, between 0.06 and 0.061, and then, yeah, maybe end of year, we do break the 0.06 level. We'll see. Or in the fall. Something to pay attention to. And yeah, if you play dominance, you'll always win in the long run. Just like if you buy Bitcoin, you'll win in the long run because it always goes up every 2 years. But the huge run, of course, is every halving, which is every 4 years. But then it's a 2-year run up too. 2 years up, usually 2 years down. It's a pretty good pattern, actually, if you're willing to stomach the downturn, the 2 years down, the bear part. But I wouldn't mind a market like this where we have a year or 6 months where it's kind of down and then up, or 3 months out of the year where it's really up, and then 9 months where it's down, and then a few months where it's chopped, whatever. Okay, thanks a lot for the comments, Foundation. Saw your comment, Dylan Donegan and Jamie. And I gotta read the actual comments. I won't do them right now, but thank you for the insightful comments. I skimmed them. I'll see you guys on the other side. If you have questions, let me know. Here. And remember, you gotta, this whole move, like, you look at these people making money, these people that are posting 6-figure P&Ls, mid-six, like Tree of Alpha, 7-figure P&Ls, random guys, or the huge traders. GCR used to be a 7-figure poster before he just got fed up with moving the markets. Maybe he got scared of the SEC. But in general, he didn't want to tweet and then move the market because that was an obvious tell of market manipulation. Not intentional, but he just wanted to share his thoughts. And it happened to, every time he shared his thoughts in a tweet, it moved the market. So, yeah, to actually post these P&Ls, you have to actually, I mean, you don't have to actually achieve those P&Ls, those longs, but it helps, to be honest, or you can just Photoshop. Doesn't matter. If you want to gain a ton of followers, just Photoshop, Inspect Element, right click, and then choose Inspect Element on your browser. And then change the numbers where it shows your P&L. Just do a quick search. And then hit enter. And you just take a screenshot. That's the Inspect Element way of doing it. But the real way, yeah, it takes balls to actually put your money up and take the loss. Like Tree of Alpha, he was down 400K on his Doge long. And his Bitcoin long went over 400K and surpassed it. Do you really want to go into that bag? Come on. Come on, you don't really want to go in there. If you are going to go in there, I will help you out, though. You are going to do it like that. Oh, shit, it's a whole fucking chicken. Let me get rid of that. What the fuck's in here, a piece of bread? Yeah, I think this is just loaf. This fucking, I don't want you eating that. Oh. She's eating the fucking carcass of the carcass. Here you go. Here's some for you. And then you can eat that one. I mean, I'm not trying to intentionally give them bones, but when they get a whole carcass like that, there's not much I can do. These fucking biscuits. No one wants those. Hard as a rock. They're not actually hard as a rock. There I go. So, as I said, Tree of Alpha was down over 400K. His Doge long, but his Bitcoin long surpassed that. Problem, he was trying to force a Doge narrative. He was saying this and that and that, and it wasn't believable. But the Bitcoin ETF by BlackRock, considering their record 575-1, even though Gensler's been opposed to it, and former SEC chair Jay Clayton has also been opposed to Bitcoin. I actually looked it up. In the SEC, the Securities and Exchange Commission approves ETFs, exchange traded funds. So they'll be approving it, and we all know how Gensler stands on crypto, but he has said Bitcoin isn't a commodity. He has reinstated that, and at one point in the past, he did say Bitcoin was a commodity and not a security. And he did say Ethereum at one point in the past was a commodity, even though they had the ICO because of the reason in the Hinman documents. So, like Tree of Alpha was down 400K, and then he put up a $4 million Bitcoin long, made 10%. Did he long at 25.6? Come on. So he made over 10%. So I think his position was like 3.5 million, and then with the P&L, or 3.7 million. So yeah, you have to be willing to lose, willing to put it up, not stare at your P&L, your negative P&L, your red P&L, your green P&L all day, not have tight stop losses. And generally, you want a large balance to post those, where a big swing negative isn't gonna affect you, okay? And that's how you do it. And hopefully we all make money. And you notice the difference between a bullish market and a bearish market or sideways market that we were trading the previous 6 weeks or whatever, or maybe since April 14th. So what is that, 2 months? Do you see the difference where people are forcing narratives, and now we actually have Bitcoin that moves up and alts are gonna follow? So it's super easy. Not super easy, you still have to risk, but much easier now, today and yesterday, and maybe the day before, and maybe the weekend, or Friday going in, versus just 2 months of forcing a narrative, forcing a trade. So you want to just sit on your hands until times like these, and then deploy. Like if GCR was still posting his P&L, he'd have posted a couple 7-figure alt trades, probably 2 or 3 or 4. So that's that. Patience that I've tried to preach, patience and preparation. Botted listings. The good news is when we have a bullish market or relief like this, ETF narrative that may fail still, listings and all that other good stuff and news should pump. So wake up early. I'm not gonna wake up early because it's past midnight. What is it, 12:30? But hopefully you guys see this. And again, 90% of you won't act, but hopefully that 10% will make some money after watching my videos. But yeah, to actually risk money, it takes balls, and you're not going to learn it from a video how to risk money, how to lose money, because the fear of losing does prevent you from winning in the end.